Fourth grade into math lesson 14.5 represents subtraction of fractions. I can write equations and find the difference of fractions with like denominators. So what we talked about, guys, in order to add or subtract, you have to have what? A common denominator. Okay. Spark your learning. Marcy and Lindsay are playing games at a local carnival. They play the game Measure Your Strength, and their results are shown. Find how much further Marcy hits the puck up the board than Lindsay. So, to draw our visual model, what can we draw, guys? Draw our fraction bar model, right? Break it in half. This top one is one whole. So, what is Marcy's? We're going to have to figure that out, right? So first of all, we have to figure out how many sections each thing is broken into. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many sections do I need? 8 sections. So 1/8 in each box, right? Okay, so how high did Marcy get hers to go up, guys? 6/8. So I'm going to color in 6/8 for Marcy's. And then how far did Lindsay get hers to go up? So this one was 6/8. How high did Marcy get hers, or Lindsay get hers to go up? 4/8. So how many do I need to cross off? 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Bless you. So that would be represented as 6/8 minus 4/8 equals what? What is 6/8 minus 4/8? Is 2/8. Then we forgot to label, so it'd be 2/8 farther up. Build understanding. Number 1, Leo checked the levels of grape drink in this cooler before and after lunch. How much grape drink was used during lunch? The cooler holds 1 gallon. Okay, did he fill it all the way to the top though? No, because if we do that, then sometimes it sloshes and gets everywhere, right? Okay, so all of that full-size gallon container, we're going to break it in half. There's 1 hole. How much is the bottom broken into? 10 pieces. And then I put 1/10 in each one. So how full was the container? So what's our information? So it was 9/10 full. After lunch, it was 3/10 full. And they want to know how much grape drink was used during lunch. So what am I doing? What word do I put in a box to tell me if I'm adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing? Used, right? Used is a key term to let us know we're subtracting, right? So how much was in there to begin with? 9. So I'm going to do 9 1/10. And then after lunch, what was left in there, guys? 3/10. So I need to mark off 3/10, right? So if I were to write an equation, 9/10 minus 3/10, what does that get me? 6/10. So 6/10 of a gallon. Letter A, how did you represent the starting amount of the grape drink on your fraction model? So we started in what? 9 1/10 pieces, correct? Okay. How did you represent the amount of drink that was consumed on your fraction model? So, did we mark them all? No, we didn't mark off what was consumed. We marked off what was left over. So then we could figure out how much was consumed. So what shows the consumed part? The colored pieces, right? Okay, the ones that we left colored without X's. What represents the solution on your fraction model? So the crossed off ones are what was left, right? Okay, write equation to solve the problem. We did that up here already, correct? So how much of the grape drink was used during lunch? 6/10 of a gallon. Now, if I needed to simplify that, could I?
Yes.
Yes. What would it be simplified? 3/5, right? Step it out. Number 2. Ross makes popcorn at a carnival. At the start of his shift, the container of kernels weighs 11/12 of a pound. During his shift, he uses 3/12 pounds of the kernel. How many pounds of kernels are left after Ross's shift? So let's circle our information. 11/12 of a pound, 3/12 of a pound. How many pounds of kernels are left after Ross's shift? What am I going to put in a box? What tells me that I'm adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing? What's my keyword? Left. And then there's also another one. Uses. And that tells me I'm going to what? Subtract. Write an equation to model the situation. Use P for the weight of the kernels left. I'm going to do what, guys? What did I start with? 11/12 minus what? 3/12 gets me how much of a pound left? So P for pound, right? So draw a visual fraction model to solve the problem. So I'm going to draw my fraction bar. And then what am I going to do? Break it into how many pieces? 12 pieces. And then each one of those is going to have what in it? Okay, so how much of those 1/12 do I color in? What did I start with? 11. So lightly shaded 11. Okay, and then of those 11/12, how many do I get rid of? How many do I get rid of? 3. So I put X's on 3 of them. And then how many colored ones am I left with? 8. So 8/12 of a pound. Now, could I possibly simplify that? Yes. What would that be simplified? 2/3, right? Because 4 goes into 8 twice, 4 goes into 12 3 times, so 2/3. Check for understanding number 1. Dee went fishing for 3/6 of an hour on Monday and 2/6 of an hour on Tuesday. How much longer did she fish on Monday than on Tuesday? Use the number lines to write an equation and solve the problem. So Monday she went what? 3/6, right? Tuesday she went 2/6. So what is the difference between here and here? So an equation, so 3/6 of an hour, 2/6 of an hour. How much longer did she go Monday than Tuesday? Is there any key terms that I can put in a box? Longer, maybe? Okay. So what's my equation, guys? Minus 2/6 equals what? 1/6 of an hour. Okay, so find the difference. 7/8 minus 1/8. Can I go ahead and subtract out?
Yes.
Yes. Why?
Because
They have a common denominator. So 7/8 minus 1/8 is 6/8. Now, if they wanted that simplified, could I? Yes. Okay, what would 6/8 be simplified? 3/4. Okay, next one, 4/6 minus 2/6. Can I just go ahead and subtract that out?
Yeah.
Yes, because they have a common denominator. What is 4/6 minus 2/6? 2/6. If that was simplified, could I simplify it? Yes, to 1/3, right? Okay. Next page. Number 4, use reasoning. Casey played 6/10 hour in one basketball game and 2/10 hour in the next game. How much longer did he play in the first game than the second game? Okay, so they want an equation. So we're going to pull out our numbers: 6/10 of an hour, 2/10 of an hour. How much longer did he play in the first game than the second game? What is a keyword I can do to tell me if I'm adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing? Longer. So what's my equation? 6/10 minus 2/10 equals 4/10 of an hour. We're going to go ahead and mark off 5 just to save us some time. Number 6. Oliver has a board that is 10/12 foot long. After he cuts them off, he has 7/12 foot left. How much did Oliver cut off? Okay. So we're gonna have 7 foot, 10/12. How much did he cut off? What can I put in a box to let me know I'm adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing? Cut off, right? And then also left. That tells me I'm going to what? Subtract. So they want us to make an equation to have B stand for the board that was left. So 10/12 minus 7/12 equals B. So what is 10/12 minus 7/12? What's 10 minus 7, guys? 3. So 3/12 of a foot. 7 through 10, I'm going to have you do as partners here in a second. What do they have to be able to just go ahead and do them? A common denominator. Okay, so go ahead and work those.